subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments, because the algorithm will send it out to more viewers. Those viewers join this growing community. They post their tips and tricks, or they post requests, which I'll personally review and I'll share with everyone. I'd like to thank everybody subscribed so far this month. Let's keep it up. And let's get started onto the intro. You see the intro says instant PBR maps. Okay, so what I've noticed is I finally had a little chance to check on the statistics. You guys, it seems like you guys do like this new format I've been doing, so I'm gonna keep it up. If you guys want me to change something or try something, let me know. I don't mind changing. I mean, I might not do it immediately, but I'm saying is that I just need to think about it and see if I can incorporate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to read the entire article like I was doing in the past. What I'm going to do is I'll just tell you that you just visit ojambo.com. The article is there. All you need to do is you can read it on your own, and I will I'm just going to read one or two, just a few paragraphs here, and that will be it. So the era of spending countless hours meticulously hand painting every single displacement and roughness map is officially over. Digital artists are currently facing a massive productivity bottleneck that kills creative momentum and delays project delivery. You are likely wasting precious mental energy on repetitive tasks that a local neural network can handle instantly. This transition from manual labor to AI-generated PBR material generation is a secret weapon for modern tech enthusiasts. By leveraging high VRAM hardware, you can generate complex surface details that look indistinguishable from real-world scanned materials. This workflow ensures that your creative vision is never limited by the speed of your mouse or tablet pen. So that's what I'm going to talk about here. As you can see here, you can easily go and read more. Again, the links are also in the description. You can see the technical secrets here. Personally, I have named the Instinct MI60. I've talked about that ad nauseum. And even though it's not officially supported by AMD anymore, you can simply do an override, and then you can use it for whether it's something like ComfUI, or in this case, we're just going to run a local chat model. It'll work perfectly. By the way, if you don't know, I recently upgraded to Fedora 44, and that comes with Welcome 7.1. If you remember, the last official supported version for my GPU was Welcome 6.3. So you know, it's still there are workarounds around that. So here we go. If you do manual painting, as you can see, it takes 4 to 8 hours, but if you do AI one, it will be 30 to 60 seconds, again depending on your hardware. And material consistency is a variable. This one you can be mathematically perfect. Hardware dependency, obviously up and low. This one, unfortunately, you need some high VRAM, but there are ways around that as well. You can use quantized models. I've done lots of tutorials on that as well. Or you can simply go to jambo.com and you can search for GGUF or something similar. All right, as you can see, I'm going to show you how to do this two ways. We're going to use lambda.cpp, and we can basically copy the code from there. And the other way is to simply go into Blender itself and go to the scripting tag, and we can put some code snippet there, which will then connect to the chat model and put the stuff in there for us. All right, I am going to segue just a little bit here before we continue. I'll show you idealum.store, where I'm promoting a couple of resources. If you're a fan of psychological thrillers, I do have this one. It's called The Algorithmic Serpent. It's a novelette about an AI scientist who creates an AI system and loses his mind, so he has to gain control of both his mind and the AI system. I'll talk about this later at the end of this tutorial. And this one is my greatest one. It's an actual book. It's called The Recession Business Blueprint, and this one is a guide to help you start my business just under 16 years ago. You would have to meet the person, meet in person, shake the person's hand, and you know, that's how they would mentor you. But these days, I'm saying is that you can get mentorship online. So I'm saying those are the type of concepts and tips which are all in. I don't have a name for it, so I'm not going to even talk about it right now. Okay, so now let's get on to the coding. So let's get set up. Let's start now. Okay, 0.1, or it might be 5.1 now, because when I updated Fedora, I think I haven't touched Blender in a while. So we'll see which one it is. So you simply go to download. I recommend using the long-term support release, because for example, that'll be 5.5 at the time of this recording. Is OS spam comments here. Yeah, come to us, whatever that means. I honestly don't know why it's always like that. Okay. Okay, so back here. Now, what is it? Llama.cpp. And then that comes with the Llama server. So all I do is hit one, because I am a programmer. So sometimes I do use port 8000 and 8080. So that's why I chose one, so 8081. The number of graphic layers I set it to 50, because this model only has 49 graphic layers. The temperature is some type of JavaScript, so I don't want to use LibreWolf. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can pull up a Chromium browser here. Yes, I can. I'll set this up while that's running, while that's setting up in the background. Let me make this up. I don't know what's going on here. Hope you guys are getting enough signal from this live stream. Okay, you can also join the live chat, and your chat will appear right here. You know, ever since it was working perfectly, I thought that by turning on the snow melt feature, it would give it a boost so that way I get more high-speed internet, but it looks like it actually made things worse. Or maybe there's some updates. I should check. Oh, let me check here. I think I have the phone here. Oh no, it doesn't make sense to change now, because I'm live streaming. I should check when I stop live streaming. Yeah, so it's ready. You can see here it says HTTP 8081. So you just go to your browser and just type localhost 8081, and you can see here. How do I delete this? Okay, there we go. Alright, so this tutorial is not about the interface of the web UI version of llama.cpp. So as I said before, you see my model here. Okay, and that's it. So I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys don't like being time wasted, neither do I, because I have a lot of stuff to do today. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to put my prompt in here, and then I will what I'll do is I'm going to ask it for, I'm going to give it a I'll show you how you ask it for, you give it a prompt, and then it will generate something that you can put inside Blender scripting tab. So this is what you do. So you give it a system role, and I'll show you what that is, and I'll read it out to you, don't worry. So the role is system role. You're a professional PBR texture engineer. Your task is to generate technical descriptions for albedo and normal maps. You must prioritize flat lighting for the albedo maps and Y plus OpenGL tangent space for normal maps. Avoid all conversation filler and focus on the technical specifications for Blender 5.0. After receiving this role, provide a one-sentence technical acknowledge only. So when I did that, you see it put something out there, and it's literally one sentence, a very long sentence, but that's it. So that means it has acknowledged my prompt. Then I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a I'm going to give it a let me see here, which one should I give it? Yeah, so I just need to give it some type of a name. So I'll show you what the prompt looks like first. I'll read it out to you first, and then I'll show you. So the prompt is, this is the user role now. Generate a PBR profile for insert material name. Provide two distinct sections, albedo map and a normal map. So what do I want to, I'm thinking, I'm not sure what to tell it to generate. So let me think. So okay, when we talk, okay, so I'm gonna, can I make this bigger? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna replace. Oh, that was still the system mode. Oh, this is what I dislike about Z editor. It's really takes. Yeah, this is the material name here. I'm gonna change this to. I'll just say gold. No, brick. I'll just say brick. Brickstone. I'll say brickstone. Okay, and that it has provided. And then what we do is we take that information, because that's very very important. Then you can use it to tell it to what do you call it? You can use it for very specific. Here is, I didn't specify some very important things. I just want to show you why the prompt is important. So this is very generic. So this is, I'm just doing manual work, but I'll show you how to do it inside Blender. Fedora is pretty good. Or maybe because I didn't upgrade my system yet. I fully upgrade my system. They should have, they're pretty good. I should have 5 as soon as possible. Okay, so what you do is you go to the scripting workspace here, and you paste in some code. So because it's local, I'm going to show you more here. Okay, so basically what I'm going to obviously replace the description. So the description is going to be obviously want an we want the is a pain. Okay, so there we go. Now this information, remember, was from our the web UI. So I put the description here. I guess it did not. Did it carry any materials here? Okay, it did not, because I guess I didn't select anything. So let's go back to a scripting tag. Make sure I select the default cube. Scripting. Okay, so not sculpting, scripting. Okay, so I'm going to select the default. Looks like it's the default one. Oh yeah, it did. See, it says AI material MI60. So it did create it, and you can see here it did create the material for us. So as you can see, it made the metallic 0, roughness 1, Tor 1.5, and alpha 1. And then obviously you can go down here and you can look at some of these values to see what else it changed. So it did work. So that's basically the tutorial. I just wanted to show you that you can create one here. Now obviously if you want to, so this is for the albedo map. Now obviously you can also create one for the normal map. So let's try that one. Let's go to the scripting tab. Scripting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this description from the albedo map to the description for a normal map. Let's see what that looks like. Copy here. I can do undo. Okay. Yeah, see people 4. Oh, come on. And what can I? Okay, maybe press undo again. Okay, it looks like it's frozen, but we don't want to reboot. It looks like it's frozen. I can undo. Did I delete this? Oh, I can. Okay, I'll just do the hardware. Oops, that's not what I want. S, and this time I said I'll use the one for the normal map. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, no, that's correct. Depth? Yeah, that's fine. So I'll read that to you. It says tangent space surface topology with y plus OpenGL coordinate encoding for depth. Okay, so I'm going to, remember this is selected, so I'm going to hit run again. Okay, so this one says, okay, so I made a mistake there somewhere. Oh, I put two, copied the wrong one, there we go. Hit run again. See, no errors. Okay, let's go and see what our normal map looks like with the shading workspace. Now, you might say, wait a minute, it looks exactly the same. No, so you see we have, why can I select this down here? It's so hard to work on a constrained space. Let's see if I can make it smaller. Okay, I'm going to restart Blender. I don't know what's going on there. Do not save. Click new, paste it there, and then we're going to change this where it says description. We're going to change that. It will look the same unless you change it somewhere else. I'm not sure. That looks kind of the same. How can I select this? Is driving me crazy. Figure 20, so that's perfectly fine. So that's how you generate the PBR images. I don't know why I can't draw. Let me put this on a different screen, maybe to tell me why. Yeah, sorry about that. Can I click this one? Yeah, here we go. Okay, up here. So you see there's this one and then there's this one, the default one, and then we have our, there we go. So I have to select it up. So this is what I was trying to tell you. So this is the material. That's what I was trying to say, that the metallic value is 0.2. Now this is for the normal map. Okay. So if I go, I don't know what its view is right now. No, oh, yeah, I do should get rid of it. Yeah, perfect. That's what I want. Now I'm going to put the one for the and here, if I click that down, it's the same one here. So we can click 0, which is this one here, or we can pick this guy here, and that's the one we want. So if we go to the specular, and you can see it, where it is here in the specular. Yeah, set specular, 0 specular highlights. You see there's nothing in this. Find comprehensive guides on advanced technical implementations with specialized literature available for your digital library. For example, I have books. They are available on Amazon. You can search for Editor Jumbo. For example, one of the books I have is called Mastering Blender Python API, which is based on up to Blender 4.5. Small living and woodworking plans. For example, as you can see here, this is obviously a backyard structure. It's a floating deck for above ground pools. Then this one is obviously small living. It's a modernist, tiny flat roof, tiny house. And then this one here is obviously woodworking plans. It's this is how you can build a jewelry box. Okay, nice and simple. So that's on jamboshop.com. I don't do courses anymore. It's all free as well. Okay, and then if you're If you need some one-on-one tutorials, you can contact me on ojambo.com/contact, or if you need consultation services, that's ojamboservices.com/contact. Okay, and now let's conclusion. The integration of llama.cpp as a backend server for your Blender 5.0 creates a revolutionary bridge between language and geometry. You can feed your local Qwen 3 model specific material parameters to achieve optimized Python scripts for shader construction. The automation allows you to focus on the composition and lighting rather than the tedious math of Freshnel. As the 3D industry evolves, those who master these local AI tools will outpace traditional artists every single time. Your ability to deploy these models locally ensures total privacy and zero subscription fees for your production pipeline. This is the ultimate freedom for the modern technical artists working in the open source ecosystem. Now, as I mentioned before, I also have some other recommended resources. For example, one of them is the algorithmic servant. You see, I have a copy of it over here. This is the novelette. If you never knew what a novelette is, now you do. You can see that's the back. It's about an AI scientist who loses control of his mind. He has to regain control of his mind and the AI system he built. So this is very affordable. It's mostly at cost, printing and shipping for this paperback version and storage cost for the ebook version. I'll touch on the ebook version in a few minutes. My greatest one is the Recession Business Blueprint. That's a guide to help you start a business during a recession. Whether it's a service-based business, a goods-based business where you run it from your home, your garage. When I was in a condo in downtown Toronto, I ran it out of the solarium, so it's like a half a room, and that's perfectly fine. I had customers coming over, or I would go visit them, so that's perfectly fine. Some people even just run the business out of their car. What I'm just trying to tell you is that whether it's a side gig or it's going to be a full-time business, the best time to start a business is during a recession, and I have this Recession Business Blueprint for you. Pick it up right now. It's available on Amazon. Again, for all my books, search for Edward Ojambo, or the links are in the description. Here's my bio. I'm a software engineer. I'm also an author. So if you want to explore my books, you can visit my bookshop page on Amazon. If you need support or consultation service, ojamboservices.com. And if you're DIY, as I showed you, you can get all the free plans for backyard structure, small living, and woodworking at ojamboshop.com. The comment section is free for you guys. You can use it. Please post something based on today's topic. We talked about Blender, talked about local AI, integrating them together, talked about PBR maps. So that's it. Now, in case you're wondering why.com/contact, ojamboservices.com/contact, and ojamboshop.com/contact. And if you want to follow me, these are the channels: Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, which I do live stream to every single day, including right now. Okay, now I would like to remind you that you should subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. I'd like to thank everybody subscribed so far this month. Keep it up. We are another record month for subscribers. You can see we just finished this topic. Tomorrow we have a fun one, which is the Snow Mix. It's a video mixer. That could be a replacement for OBS. As you guys know, when I use OBS, it uses a lot of resources and slows down, little quirks here and there. It's getting really bloated, so I might actually use one of these. Don't be surprised if one day come and I'm no longer using OBS. And of course, then after that, we're going to have a podcast, so gaming again. Then the day after that, we're going to do something interesting. I'll leave that as a secret for you guys. Open source engine secret flow developers use for infinite performance. I will leave that as a little secret for you guys. A surprise. All right, so I think that's it. I didn't see any legitimate chat requests, so I'm just going to end this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Bye now.